Well, hey there, YouTube. Matt M. Roy back again, coming to you in full HD. Yes, I am using my Sony CX240 camcorder, and I have a special video for you guys today. This is going to be another thrift store finds. I got these at the CHKD this morning. As most of you know, since it's been the winter, the donations have been very, very low, so I haven't really found anything good. And this isn't something super special, but it is kind of unique, so I thought you guys might enjoy seeing this. So without further ado, let's go ahead. First thing I got is pretty much mostly what I got today are these National Geographic. This one's from the 70s. These are basically National Geographics on CD-ROM. Again, this particular one's from the 70s, and there are 3 CDs in each. If I open it up, I'll show you guys that after. You can see it says here, National Geographic, the 70s. The first disc is January 1970 to April 1973. Then, of course, this one's May 1973 to August 1976. And then the last disc is September 1986 to December 1979. As you can see, these are older. These came out in the late 90s, so these are for Windows 95, Windows 3.1, and Macintosh. I believe these actually came out in 1997, and they're distributed by Mindscape. I think they were Enterprises back then, Mindscape Enterprises. You can see it says National Geographic Interactive. It'd be funny to see if that phone number still exists for them, or if they're even still in Nevada, California. As you can see, the discs themselves are in fairly good shape. Actually, these don't even look like they've been used at all. There's not even a smudge, a scratch, or anything on these. And again, it's 3 discs in each. And I'll show you guys the back real quick. It says here, a decade of National Geographic magazine on CD-ROM. You can pause and read this entirely, but basically it says every page, every issue, Speak and Coco, an amazing gorilla that learns sign language. So it gives you a little snippet of what's on here. And it tells you down here, it says discover every fascinating article from the 1970s. This is interesting. Print every page in black and white and color. So basically, I could choose an article from, let's say, December of 1974. Maybe there was an article about Watergate in there. I could print that out and actually have a physical copy of it. So I could see something like this being a good resource for teachers. Now, granted, you could probably get most of this stuff on the internet easily, but of course, for me, this is more the nostalgia of it. I mean, this is something from the late 90s when I was getting into my teenage years, and I never even knew this existed. You guys can see some of who made these. You can see Kodak. Wow. Take a look at that, guys. Kodak Advantix Systems. For those of you that don't remember that, that was a modern style of film photography. Basically what was supposed to replace 35 millimeters. Cameras. It was drop in and drop out loading. V Westlife did a video, I believe, about one of these cameras a few months back, so if you want to see what one looks like and how it works, just check out V Westlife's channel. I don't actually own an Advantix camera anymore. I did back in the day, but it's long gone. You see, distributed by Mindscape, and then we also have DataWare Technologies, and then of course good old QuickTime. Back in the 90s, pretty much if you were doing anything video wise, it was with QuickTime. A few of these used Windows Movie, but mostly we would have seen QuickTime. And you can see down here, this particular one, if my camcorder will focus, 1998 it looks like this one was produced. And take a look, guys, you can see the requirements. Windows 98, 95, 3.1 on a 486 33 megahertz system with 16 megabytes of RAM. So yeah, this could pretty much run on any computer. Modern computers probably not. I bet you could probably run this on Windows 2000, but you would even struggle there probably. So that was the first one. And that one was from the 70s. I also have one from the 50s. the 60s, and of course the 70s. Then I have the 80s, which was the decade I was born in, and the 90s. So got 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. They did have 20s, 30s, and 40s, but unfortunately they hadn't been marked down yet. And I didn't have enough cash on me today, so if they still have them there, when I go back next time, I'll definitely pick them up. But, I mean, I think this is going to be amazing. There's definitely going to be some more videos about these. I'm going to demonstrate one of these, probably using the Dell XPS D233, because this runs Windows 3.1 and says Windows 3.1 will work perfectly fine on here. So before I get too long-winded, I'll show you the very last thing I picked up. And I just wanted to get a book on CD. This is Glenn Beck, Miracles and Massacres, Truth and Untold Stories of the Making of America, and I paid $2.98 for this. No comments about Glenn Beck, please. I know that some of my subscribers probably don't like him and what he stands for, but this is just my personal preference, and I don't try to keep political matters off my channel. I listen and read all different types of periodicals and books, whether it be conservative, whether it be Democratic, Republican. I listen to everything, but I did like him a little bit when he was on Fox News years ago, and I haven't really read anything else that he's done, so I figured this might be a little interesting. Just shows a little bit back here, history as it's supposed to be told, true and thrilling. You guys can, let me see if I can get a better shot of that. You guys can pause the video if you want to read what that's actually about. So that is it for my pickups today. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. And if you guys want to see what I paid for them, it was between 78 and 98 cents each for the National Geographic CD-ROMs, and again, of course, the Glenn Beck CD on our book on CD was $2.98, so I paid a total of $8 because I told him to round up so I could donate a little bit to the Children's Hospital, and that's always a good thing. If I have any extra to give, like today, unfortunately, I didn't have much, but I always try to give a little something. So that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this pickups video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day, everybody.